In this lesson, we'll draw a few connection pieces for our stringer. Alright, so there's a couple of connection pieces I'd like to add. There's going to be a few we're going to add underneath here. It'll basically be an angle iron to reinforce the weld that's going to be under here. And we're also going to add a connection piece down here on the bottom. So what I need to do is make a decision on how I want to cut this bottom piece here. And that's really going to be based on the size of my connection. So what I need is my connection piece to be able to fit in here. So let's do some measuring really quick. So I'm going to go to my dimension tool. I need to know the dimension from here to there. I will say from here to there. So 8 inches. So I could probably fit something that's about 8 inches wide. And we'll definitely probably go something smaller, but about 2 inches. So let's see what we could get with maybe a 2x6 here. So we'll go with a line. I'm going to go up 2 over 6. Drop it down 2. And we'll kick it right across again. So I'm going to grab this piece. What we'll do is we'll actually bring it down. There. And actually, you know what I'll do is we could offset this by the thickness. And I'm going to assume this has a thickness of maybe 0.125 inches. Actually, let's grab it this way and do it. So we'll go with the move up, 0.125, bingo. And I'll just close this out to show how that angle iron, this is the actual bottom part of that, so you'll actually see that cross section. We'll close this out on the bottom as well. So now we have our connection piece on the bottom. What I need to do is kind of scoot this over just a little bit. So I'm going to select it, go with move, and we'll kind of bring it across. So now all I need to do is add a screw to go to the bottom of this that'll actually connect this to the concrete. And this will be something you'll actually see. And this is actually connected to the inside, basically the interface of the steps. And this one actually needs to go across in this area. So we'll grab this. We'll move it now. Should fit right in here. Now it's going to be hidden because it's in that interface. And I can see I can make some more adjustments. I can keep it long like this, but I want this to come across and fit in here. So my math was off just a little bit, but that's not a problem. Easily do that when we'll trim off any excess. Just going to snap this line into place. And just like that, we've got this cleaned up. Looks a lot better. So now I'm just going to draw my screw. So make a couple of assumptions with my screw here. I'm going to assume this guy goes down roughly, we'll say 4 inches. Pretty sure it's a different dimension, but for now, for my drawing, that's how it's going to look. And I'm going to offset this, give it a thickness, 0.125. Go in this direction, as well as this direction. We'll go ahead and draw our bolt in place. So we'll assume it goes across an inch that way, 0.125 up, 2 inches that way, and we'll close it off down that way. And that could be maybe our washer. So then we'll do the bolt here. We'll say 1/2 inch there, 1/2 inch there, 1 inch there, and we'll close it off. And we'll draw a line here. And I'm going to get rid of this center line now. We really don't need that anymore. Same thing for this one. We'll erase that line. So we now have our bolt. We could do some trimming if we need to. And you probably won't even see what's going on below that ground level there. So really, we probably didn't even need to add this, but we'll keep it on there just a little bit. We'll just keep this portion of it. So I'm going to go to trim. We'll get rid of this bottom. So now we have our connection piece. So what we could do is we can actually maybe reuse this, just the angle iron portion, and use that as a way to support our treads. So I'm just going to copy what we created here. Go with the copy tool, or copy, I'm sorry. Looks like I got to reselect here. Should have used my copy first. Hit enter. Now we can grab this guy and place it anywhere we want. But before I start placing them, I want to get it in the right orientation. So this lip will actually be on top. So what I can do, just mirror that across. So we'll go with mirror that object, and we'll use that And we won't get rid of that other one. Oh, looks like we accidentally took it one step too further. So we'll go mirror this object from my center line. Oh, didn't catch again. Let's try this one more time. I think third time's a charm. So we'll go mirror this object from this center point. Oh, looks like it didn't do it, but I got a solution for you anyway. So we'll drop it down 0.125. Like so. And we really don't need this bottom piece anymore. And I could have just rotated it, but that's alright. Still get it accomplished. So I'm going to select that. I can now copy that one. And the key is to get it placed right underneath that center point. So I'm going to light up my center points. So we'll go here, like so. We've got our nice connection on bottom. And you kind of go up and repeat this going all the way up. So now we have our stairs here that have little beads of connected with some welded beads, but they're also connected with these angle iron that kind of give it another effect of extra structure here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off, placing these connections all the way up, as well as finishing off the second half of the stair, because it's exactly the same process. So in the next lesson, we're going to go ahead and work on getting our handrails in place.